So I love the work of the Impressionists. Monet is particularly my favourite. I love Max Beckman, Kandinsky, Helen Frankenthaler, and the colour field theory. Rothko, myself, my mother and my sister saw him in New York, so he's worked there years ago, and it was just so amazing to see his work in the flesh. I love Degas' use of space and his compositions when I'm doing my figurative work, and I like Helen Frankenthaler for her use of colour. So I notice even when I'm mixing how much water I need, how much I don't need, what consistency I'm looking for. It's all a little bit of chemistry, I suppose, or science in some way. Sometimes you want really, really watery combinations, and other times you just want them kind of a little bit more thickness. So then I go here and I just see how that feels. And if I feel like it's too thick and it's taken up too much, I'm losing information, I can spray it back down and help that to spread a little bit more, and sometimes that kind of loosens it up or lets it bleed a little bit. So these ones were based down in Pilmore with the lagoon and the sun setting in the background. This is the technique called blind drawing, where you look specifically at the thing you're drawing without necessarily looking at the page at all. And it can be quite meditative, because it takes you out of the I can't do mind, and it brings you into just connecting with the thing that's in front of you. I'm just getting the kind of the yellow of the bark of the tree, and then I'm just going to put some of those darker marks into it. Because when I was home painting in the studio last night, I noticed that when I had the thicker paints over on the canvas, and then I let green or blues bleed into it, it gave me the texture of the barks of the trees, and I wanted to just investigate that a little bit further today. Painting in the woods, what I've noticed, direct painting down there and looking and doing the blind drawing, I've noticed I'm catching on the texture a lot more, and the little patterns in the leaves and the trees. Like if you looked in on that bit there, you'd see the texture that I was capturing on the trees with, you know, the old branches and here. So I could probably dapple little spots here and there just to see how that looks. I'm not looking for something representational. It's an essence of the trees I'm looking for, an essence of the place itself. And I like the crowdedness of the trees. They kind of remind me of how busy it is down there with one tree kind of on top of each other. I like this bit of space here, the way it's looking like a bit of blind drawing itself.